Good morning, YouTube. How you guys doing? Okay, we are going to be getting some action today. It's my initial video, startup video for the channel, so we just gonna get it rolling off the rip. We starting off with the NFL Pick EMs Week 1, and first game of the week tomorrow night, Detroit at Kansas City. My personal opinion, I'm gonna take the Lions in this one, man. I think the Lions got this one. No Travis Kelsey, no Orlando Brown, he's gone. No Chris Jones. Jared Goff ain't got to do the defensive rush. I feel like that's gonna be a very good game. It's gonna be a shootout. If Detroit played how I played at the end of last year, that game is gonna be greatly amazing. Second game we got on the Pick'ems is the Falcons and the Panthers. This is a good young game. It's a good, really good young game, but I feel like the Falcons run game just a little bit too much, a little bit too strong for the Falcons and their. I like the Panthers and their defense. I just don't think they can keep up with what the Falcons got going over there. This next game, I'm going with the majority. Of course, I got the Ravens beating the daylights out of the Texans. All starters who are there, I think the Texans have a better shot if they had a better quarterback. Did you hear about the beat that hit with her? I'm not sure. But the Ravens, I feel like the Ravens definitely go and get this one done in M&T Bank. I don't think they lose in M&T Bank. Bengals and Browns. This is a good one. I just think the Browns are going to be half decent this year. I think somebody by the name of Deshaun Watson is going to have a good, decent year this year. But the Bengals got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Budd, and Joe Burrow, and all these people. So that's how that one's going to go. Jacksonville at the Colts. Anthony Richardson initial kickoff game that ain't the preseason. I think he's still going to be 45% completion percentage. He probably have like 93 yards through the legs. But I got the Jaguars winning this. I got Trevor Sunshine taking this. I'm bad. Now we got the Buccaneers and the Vikings. This is going to be an interesting game because I don't think the Vikings are going to be as good as they were last year. Point blank, period, simple. I do not think they're good. I think they're a really bad team. I'm not going to say really bad. Need to take that step back. I think they're a bad team. I don't think they're that good. I think Justin Jefferson is great. But it's like Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford on Detroit. That chemistry, they can be great together, but the rest of the team being dog shit isn't going to help me further my case. Kirk Cousins out of Thielen got a good one. They got the rookie Jordan Addison, whatever his name is. But I think the Buccaneers get blown there a lot because they got Baker Mayfield at quarterback. So that's kind of where I see that one going. We got Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans is up by 67%. Last time I checked, DeAndre Hopkins went to Tennessee. Last time I checked, Tannehill wasn't a terrible quarterback. Last time I checked, Derrick Henry is still in the backfield. Now, I can't be mistaken and I can't be dead ass wrong. But last time I checked, before all the bullshit last year happened, Tennessee was winning their division almost every year. The Saints, on the other hand, got a brand new offense, brand new quarterback. Their defense is top, whatever they say, top 10, top 20, I don't know. But their defense is decent. I'm going against the majority here, chat. I'm picking the Titans to win this one. And I don't think they just cover the spread. I think they win outright. There's no stats to show you. All right. We got 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, with this one, I really think Pittsburgh is going to be a little bit better. I think Pittsburgh has all the necessary weapons and tools that they can in order to get like far and do what they need to do. I mean, I'm a lot of chat that just woke up, so leave me alone. Not leave me alone. Um, San Francisco's loaded though, man. I think Brock Purdy is better than people say. People think he is because of his rookie season. I think he's way better than people think he is. And Kenny Pickett got small hands. So I'm taking the 49ers on this. Taking the 49ers. I think the 49ers win convincingly on the road. I think their offense is still clicking. They got Brandon. Hey. And then they have Debo Samuels. Brock Purdy is amazing. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Fred Warner is still a linebacker there. Tyler Nova is still Troy Polamalu Jr. Like, you still got a lot of impressive talent over there. So I just see them getting it done past the Steelers. The Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. We all know, if you don't know, you gonna know, that the Arizona Cardinals is thanking for Caleb Williams. So, I'm going to get an edge to the Commanders because Sam Howell is not terrible. But he's not that good either. Green Bay against the Birds. This could be an either way game. Either one of these teams could shoot out 25, 30 points and get a victory. But I think we see Aaron Rodgers 2.0, Brett Favre 3.0, Joy Love 1.0. I think we come in and see a show by the end, man. I think we see a show. I think we see something really good between Joy Love and that offense. And if the defense puts up a fight, then I think it'll be good, but I don't think so. Next, we have the Raiders versus... Oh, I gotta tell you, my contact is water. The Raiders versus the Broncos. Now, the Broncos got Sean Payton. They got Russell Wilson. Most of the receivers are hurt. So, not too sure how great the Broncos are going to be. The Raiders got Jimmy Weak or Garoppolo. Excuse me. They got Jimmy Weak or Garoppolo. Josh Jacobs just signed his contract, so I believe he's locked up for the next year or two. They still got Devontae Adams. I think Hunter Renfro's still on the team. Matt Collins, they got a good, decent receiving core. But I don't see how they don't get it done over the Broncos. I don't see Russell Wilson having a bounce back year, at least off the rip immediately. I don't think he's going to have like a bounce back show out season right now. I'm going with the Raiders. I'm skipping this game. I'm skipping the Dolphins Chargers game because if y'all know, I'm a Dolphins fan. So I'm going to come back to y'all my honest opinion on that. Philly and the Patriots, Philly beat the hell out of the Patriots. No ifs, buts about it. No questions. We don't even need to look at this too long. The Eagles just had one of the best rosters in football, even after depleting some of their defense. They're just drafting the Georgia roster. So they're basically the Philadelphia Bulldogs, and I think they're going to beat the Patriots convincingly. Seahawks, Rams. I like the Rams. I really like the Rams. I'm sorry. I really like the Rams, but I think the Seahawks get it done. I think the Seahawks get it done convincingly. I think Cooper Kupp is actually still out with some type of a shoulder injury or something like that, so I'm going to give it to the Seahawks. Next, we got the Cowboys, and the New York Giants. Now, I'm not even going to say what I'm going to say. I think the Cowboys are going to win. Because I said I'm going to say what I'm going to say because I have a party here where I was going to do an NFL tier list and a quarterback tier list. And bam, that would have told a bunch of what I was going to say with that one. But I got the Cowboys beating the Giants on Monday, Sunday Night Football. Then it's going to be a really good game. Then it's going to be a really good defensive game. First half, but the Cowboys are going to take off and beat the hell out of them second half. This game aggravates me because it's all my division. It's Buffalo, it's the Jets, and it's the Dolphins. It's also the Patriots, but they trash. So we got the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Jets. With this game right here, this all comes down to, is the Bills defense depleted, like you said, over with, or is Aaron Rodgers actually as good as Aaron Rodgers says he is, and what we think he is? So me personally, being history-wise, I'm not giving the Jets the nod until the Jets beat somebody that's like that. I don't know what the exact word I'm looking for, but until they beat somebody, I'm not picking the Jets to beat nobody of any type of stature. So I got the Bills winning that game. Last but not least, we got the Chargers and we got the Dolphins. Now, as a Dolphin fan, I only buy to just click right here and say the Dolphins gonna win. Just want to say that. I also want to give it to the Chargers and say that their offense is crazy. They got Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. They got Quentin Johnson here, whose preseason was amazing. They still got Austin Eckler in the backfield. It's the beginning of the year. Everything's healthy, so they haven't got bit by the injury bug yet. I just do not see where the Dolphins lose this game. We got Vic Fangio, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Chosen Anderson, Braxton Berrios, Tua Tagovailoa, Raheem Mostert. Our defense, Christian Wilkins, Jalen Phillips. They do got Khalil Mack and Bosa on their defense. I think they had a corner that I wanted last year. J.C. Jackson, I think. They got a corner I really wanted. But I don't see a way we lose this game unless Tua goes out and just does not have the stature, the stature, or the stance in the pocket that I need him to have. I'm afraid, like all of us Dolphins fans are, that Tua won't be healthy. For some reason, everybody thinks Tua's going to get hurt. I am terrified. I don't think he's going to get hurt. I actually think he's going to be there the whole season. But I also got to be realistic and know that Tua is not the healthiest person. He's going to hurt every year, from a rib to a thumb or a finger to the concussions last year. I pray that he doesn't get hurt again. But it's a possibility. It's a big possibility that Tua Tagovailoa gets hurt. So now we're gonna pop on over to the NFL tier list, baby. Hey, I'm only chat. Ignore the tieries and the yawnies because I am just waking up. I was up until 4 last night doing school homework, and in the next 52 minutes, I actually have to get in my car and drive to school. So I'm just trying to push this video out to y'all real quick. We're moving the Dolphins to the end, of course. Cardinals, D tier, trash. They're not going nowhere. They're bad. They're really bad. We're going, now the way we're doing this, suppose all things are healthy. Everything healthy. Remember that? If you haven't heard, if you don't listen to that part of the video, don't come to me in the comments saying, oh, well, with this team here, with this team. Everything healthy, optimal play, and what I think will happen. Okay? Falcons, C tier. Falcons have a lackluster defense. Their depth is good. Like, their depth is decent, but if your starters aren't good, then your depth isn't good. See what, boy? The running backs are great. Quarterback, question mark. Receivers, I don't really like them like that. They're okay. They're a decent team. C tier. They're not Arizona. They're not that bad. Baltimore. Baltimore is clicking on every cylinder possible. Every one of them. No one's hurt. Everything. I see Baltimore as an A-tier team. Not a lot of people can stop Baltimore. The speed, Lamar's on his legs, and now they got different receivers. I'm hearing good things about Zay Flowers. Odell's coming with the miraculous, just one-handies, the catches. So it's a lot going on over there. The defense, for the first time in a long time, very lackluster. But I feel like Baltimore can have a really good season this year. You streaming from the computer? Yes, I am streaming from the computer. Next, we have Buffalo. Buffalo's another one of those. They're clicking on every single cylinder. Nobody hurt. Nobody can argue with me. I'm a Dolphins fan. If Buffalo is clicking on every single cylinder and Josh Allen is not throwing turnovers and they're healthy, Buffalo by far is one of the hardest teams to play in the country, next to Philadelphia and Kansas City. Clicking on every single cylinder, no turnovers, health wise, Buffalo, one of the best teams in the league. Historically, this year, I don't know. This is not a projections tier list. This is just everything healthy. Where do I see these teams? Panthers are really young, and I don't want to get them D because they're not in Carolina. Chicago is another one. The two good C tier teams, they're not B because they're not great. My B tier teams are going to be decent teams. So I just don't see these teams having more than 6 wins. So that's my big takeaway from it. Joe Burrow and the Bengals can be one of the best teams in the league. They've shown that they beat Kansas City more than anybody these last 2 years, going 3-1. The only game they lost was because of a really crazy out of bounds penalty from a lineman. That could have. Anyway, they showed they could beat Kansas City more than anybody. But it's like once they start trash talking and not playing football, it now becomes a weird state of nothingness because you're now losing. So you can't talk shit to Patty Mahomes and you can't beat him. But after you talk shit, you can't beat him after you talk shit. Don't talk shit and just beat him. The Browns. This is where shit gets interesting. I don't think the Browns are this bad, chat. I don't. I really don't think the Browns are this bad. I don't. The Browns ain't that bad. I'm gonna put them in C tier. I don't think the Browns are that bad. I don't think the Browns are that bad. I don't think the Browns are terrible. I think they're decent. I think the quarterback is just stupid. Dallas Cowboys, their owners are stupid too. Not the Cowboys, the Browns. What the Cowboys do? Because Jerry Jones just loses his fucking mind. Cowboys can be an A tier team. Nice, good A tier team. Um, Even if they stay healthy, Dak is gonna throw picks. Dak is gonna lead the league in interceptions. We want to always bring up Josh Allen as having the leader in turnovers, but let's go do some comparing real quick. Josh Allen interceptions 2022. Yeah, 14, right? Josh Allen played every game. 17 of them. No, he was in the playoffs too. So 18, 19. 19 games is what Josh Allen played. 15. Do we remember the beginning of the 2022 season? If we don't, I'll remind you. Dak got hurt. Cooper Rush came in. Cooper Rush went 4-0. Then he lost to the Eagles. 4-1. That means Dak played 12 games. Because if you take 5 from 17, I mean Dak played 12. So in 12 games, you threw, what that was? What that was? 15 interceptions in 12 games. You are proven to be a what do they call my man back in the day? Tua turned the ball over. That's what Dak is. Dak is a turn the ball over machine. So even if I know they got Brandon Cooks, CD Lamb, Tony Pollard, they got a really good offense. So I put them at 8. Their defense is amazing, but Dak and a true number one receiver is keeping them away from that tier. Sorry, Denver Broncos poop. Moving on. Detroit Lions, I think Detroit, let me not do that. Sean Payton is great. Russell Wilson is trash. I think that's my gist of it. I think the offensive line is lackluster. Um, they don't have too many weapons. There's two of their receivers that got hurt. Patrick Surtain can be the best corner in the league, but I don't see where I can put Denver right here. I think all of these teams are. I think I can leave Denver right there. All right, Detroit Lions. They Detroit's a strong B tier team. They're a strong B. They could be A if their defense was a little better, but I give them a strong B. They'll fight with anybody. Um, Williams, the kid in the backfield, is crazy. Amara St. Brown, crazy. Jared Goff showing he's still a quarterback. Um, I think they sneaky might win their division. Green Bay, another one, sneaky might win the division because they're in the division together. I have more faith in Jordan Love than a lot of people do. He still got AJ Dillon in the backfield. He still got Aaron Jones in the backfield. There's still a lot going on in that Green Bay nucleus that's still there. Aaron Rodgers is just gone. Nat Hackett is just gone. But they still have a decent core of people to sit alongside Jordan Love and piece him together and make him the quarterback that they want him to be. Remember, Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre. So we gotta stop this stigma of, oh my God, he sat so long, he's gonna be back. Aaron Rodgers came in his second year starting, he won the Super Bowl. I think these are things that we forget. So I'm not saying Jordan Love's gonna win the Super Bowl his second year starting, but the kid can be really good in his offense. The Texans are another young team. They might be good, they might be bad, they might be ugly, but they alright. The Colts, another one. I think I need to add another tier. I think. Can I add another one? Add a row below. That one's gonna be black. No, no, no. This one could stay green. This new one. Cool. Now I gotta split some of these up. Young improvements. I think that is the young improvement teams. Let me fix my camera a little bit. That way you can see the Cardinals tier down there. I don't know if you see over there, say the Cardinals. They got their own category. Um, but yeah, that's my young improvement teams right here, and then Russell Wilson. Because Russell Wilson's ass. I think Deshaun might have a good year. These teams could possibly have a positive record, while these teams could possibly win their division. These teams most likely to win the division. These teams you might see them in a damn Super Bowl. So that's kind of how I'm with them. So Jacksonville is a good A team. Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence has a lot of hype that I understand, but I don't agree with. He does have a lot of weapons. We got to see what Calvin Ridley gonna look like. Everybody's on his meat sack saying he's gonna be top five receiver at the end of this year. So we'll see how that go. Kansas City. I don't think I need to explain anything about Kansas City. I'm gonna move the Bengals back up here. But Kansas City, I don't think I need to explain. Um, I think Kansas City is in a tier of its own, kinda. But Super Bowl is what I can see up here. Chargers. Can be a damn good football team. Um, I think they just need a little bit of work. I think Kellen Moore and that offense is gonna do some amazing things. I think they're gonna do some beautiful things. But I don't know about the injuries, man. The injury bug bite them every single year, and I don't think it's gonna stop this time. The Rams, I should have put them on the Cardinals, but they down here with the young and unprovens. I don't think they're that good. The Raiders are another team. I don't think they're that good. Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't think he's that great. Josh Jacobs, a monster at running back. I wish the Dolphins would have got him. We tried to, but they didn't want to trade him. Um, Devontae, amazing. Strong B. It's crazy that am I gonna do it? I'm not gonna put all of these teams on this tier because I don't know what the last team is. Oh, the Bears are right there. The whole NFC North is kind of mid, like above mid. They're all decently good, but they're not great. So I got them all in B. I think the loss of Adam Thielen and that chemistry is gonna mean more than what they think is gonna mean. I don't think Kirk Cousins is that great. They won all 13 games by one score last year. So games that they were losing by what 12 or 13, they came back and won every one of them. So I don't see them having the football gods on their side this year to do certain things that they did because the year before that, I think when it come to one score games, they were like 0 and 8 or 0 and 9 or something. So they like it's either they're really bad or really good at it. So we'll see what happens with that. The New England Patriots bomb C tier. I don't think they're that good. Bill Belichick knock at the park. I'm just playing. Bill is great with Tom Brady. With any other quarterback, it don't seem that he's that good. At least in recent memories, he's not that great without Tom Brady. Ramondre Stevenson is good. Mike Gesicki is good. I think the addition of Juju was smart, but they still got Devontae Parker. They got a lot of little weapons they can work with, but I just don't see the Patriots being that great this year. The Nolans Saints. The Nolans Saints can be strong B tier. Strong C, low level B. This is what I see the Saints. I just can't put them on C because I think they're better than every single team here. But I think they can go 1 and 2 on this row. So I think it's all right. The New York Giants, I think, are another B tier team. I think they're not that great, but I think they're good enough. I think they can win a few games. I don't think they can make it to the playoffs this year. They might because the NFC is trash. But I do not disrespect Daniel Jones, even though he hasn't thrown more touchdowns than games played. Excuse me. Daniel Jones didn't throw more touchdowns than games played last year. I don't believe. I could be wrong. You know what? Let me go look because we're doing some looking. All right. Touchdown. Yeah, 15 touchdowns. That's less than games played. So I don't like them that great. They did sign Saquon back. Um, and they did make some things happen with that, but I just don't see it being too great. The NFL young boy, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, NFL young boy makes this team a lot more exciting than it need to be. My man George Pickens has me dying every time I watch the the Steelers. It's so great to watch the Steelers. I just their training camp was beautiful. I like Kenny Pickett. His hands are small. I like Najee Harris. The defense is great. They should have the Watt kid back. I think that's who I'm thinking of. TJ Watt. I think they get him back the full year. Hopefully, no injuries. And I think they could be a really decent team pushing for a playoff spot. Philadelphia Eagles. I think that's another team that can be Super Bowl contender. You feel me? They are one of the better teams in the league, one of the better built rosters, one of the better overall teams, one of the better quarterbacks. Nick Sirianni proves he's a decent head coach. I think they do the thing. Seahawks. I got the Seahawks as a B tier team. Seahawks are a B tier team. I don't think they're that great. Gino proved that he ain't right back on these receipts. He kept his receipts and he turned them in. You heard? He said he ain't writing back. I heard what y'all said. I'm gonna do me. Went to Seattle, let Russell Wilson get up out of there. They got some picks for Russell and got a better quarterback. Pete Carroll won that trade, baby. San Francisco, strong A tier team. Their question is their quarterback. Is Brock Purdy who Brock Purdy was last year? Now with the film out and with the things going on, is Brock Purdy who we think Brock Purdy is? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But we'll see. That defense loaded. Offense, talent, field. The only question mark I have is that their one tackle spot. They got rid of Mike McGlinchey, but they still got Trent Williams. They still got Debo. They still got CMC. They still got Brandon Ayuk. They still got Fred Warner. They still got the Ward kid at corner. They still got Ufanga. They got a squad, man. One of the belt built rosters. Kyle Shanahan just needs to do a better job of trying to win a Super Bowl and not winning playoff games. If it went by playoff games, then a lot of teams would be alright. It's about winning the bowl, winning the Super Bowl. And Kyle Shanahan, it's like you have a great team every year, but you cannot get the Super Bowl, and I want you to get you one. I just don't know when. Tampa Bay, I'm going to put them in C. Tampa Bay got Baker Mayfield, Kyle Trask fighting for that quarterback spot. Baker Mayfield got it right now. Mike Evans is holding out on the contract, so we don't know if Mike Evans is going to be on the team. We just ain't got a lot of information that's good. A lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I'm going to put them in C. I ain't going to disrespect them and put them in D. Yes, I am. I lied. Tennessee Titans. I think the Tennessee Titans are a strong B tier team. They still got Derrick Henry. They got DeAndre Hop. Their defense is always decent. I don't see why the Tennessee Titans wouldn't be ranked higher. I mean, ranked higher than the T. If they play every team on B tier, what I think they lose to every team, I think they do except the Saints. I think they lose to Green Bay, Detroit. I'm gonna leave Titans right where they at because I think the Titans is gonna be a question mark for a lot of people. Commanders, I got them as a C tier team. I don't think they're that great. I think them and the Patriots line up just the same. Uh, what else can I say? They got a new coach in Eric Bieniemy, but I don't think he's going to be the change that they need year one at least. It might take a little bit longer than just 1 year in order to get that down, but I like Bieniemy. I like his play calling, but we'll see if it was just Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and not Eric Bieniemy doing too much today. Excuse me. All right. My most controversial take today will be this one. The New York Jets are a B tier team. I think you line them up with that list in the middle of B, and this is how I'm doing it. If they're on the same level when they play, it'll be a great game. You could pick anybody to win it. That's kind of how I see it. Jets play Green Bay. Jets might pull it off because the Green Bay Aaron Rodgers return game, whatever. The Lions, did you see what the Lions did with Aaron Rodgers last year? Aaron Rodgers had a better O-line last year. Yeah, you didn't have Garrett Wilson at receiver, Chad Christian Watson. You still had Randall Cobb. You had Allen Lazard last year. So basically you had the same receivers. You had a better O-line. You had a better run game. You had a better... No, the defense was better at the Jets. Look what the Lions did last year. They almost knocked them out the playoffs. Vikings, toss-up. They beat them twice. The Saints, I don't know. The Giants, I don't know. The Steelers, that'll be a great game. The Seahawks, that'll be a great game. The Titans, that'll be a great game. I'm leaving the Jets at B. I know I'm a Dolphin fan. I know I'm a Dolphin fan and a lover and a fanboy, but the Jets, I don't see them being that great this year. Robert Saleh hasn't proven that he's a good head coach. He's won 9 games, 10 games, 11 games over a 2-year career. There's 17 games in the season, and it's 2 seasons. That's 34 games. If you won 11 out of 34, that's not a positive record. So why are we giving a second-year, third-year coach so much clout when they haven't really done much? That's kind of where I'm at with the New York Jets. I don't see them being that good. And now, my Miami damn Dolphins. I want to put them up here so bad. I do. And I am. Because all things healthy, the Dolphins are one of the best teams in the NFL. We can light you up on offense. The only question I have is with our defense. Because I say with all things healthy, but Jalen Ramsey ain't healthy. So that means our number one quarterback ain't healthy. And then we got like different pieces that we need. I need Mike McDaniel's play calling to be about the same, but I need his getting the play to the quarterback to be quicker. I need his time management to be quicker. I need him to get certain things off so we can have a more optimal year. I see the Dolphins. I'm gonna hold that because I'm about to do that right now. But it's a lot going on with these Dolphins, and I feel like we can be a lot better than we were last year as long as Tua stay healthy and our play calling gets better. The O line, I'm gonna stop thinking about that because Tua just gonna have to die behind the O line. Clearly, that's what the Dolphins see with that. But this is my updated. This is my tier list. My tier list. I can be a casual. I can be a regular. I can be whatever you call it. My tier list. That's what this is. So take a picture. Pictures last for forever. A million words, thousand words, whatever they call it. But now we about to go into my favorite part. This is also going to be the final segment of the video. It's also going to be my final segment of the video. So we're going to go ahead and look at this right here and try to pick these games and predict the Dolphins 2023-2024 NFL schedule. Um, Give me a second, chat. Um, I'm sorry, chat. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull up the Dolphins schedule. All right, so we'll just do it the long way. Not the long way, but um, the way that I'm gonna just do it through here. Cool. It's so ghetto, but I don't care. All right, so we got here. I'm just using Google. I have nothing better to use. We got the first game. I got the Dolphins at the Chargers. So, and then on the video when I post to YouTube, I'm gonna have the little label at the bottom. But for right now, we're gonna count the wins and losses. So the Chargers, I got a game preview for y'all coming tomorrow, so I'm not going to talk about this one in depth too much. But I got the Dolphins pulling this one off. I got the Dolphins winning this one, and I'll give y'all a score update during the preview. Now I got the Dolphins versus the Patriots. I think this game is going to be competitive, but the Patriots and Bill Belichick have never beaten Tua Tagovailoa, and I don't think that continues. And I think that continues. I don't think they beat them. I don't think they can beat us. I think we're just too explosive for them to beat us. And I think we knocked the Patriots off with ease. That gives us a start of 2-0 to the schedule. And then after that, we got the Broncos. The Broncos, I don't think they're going to be good at all this year. I think they're going to be a bad team. I don't think Sean Payton is going to turn them around as much as they want him to turn them around. I just think they're not going to be that great. I think the Broncos lose. I think the Dolphins win this one convincingly, giving us a 3-0 start to the year. After that, we got the Bills on October 1st in Buffalo. I don't give a damn what you say. That still might be a cold game. Even that it's in October. That still might be a chilly game. It's going to be colder than what the Dolphins players are used to. I got Buffalo winning this one. I got Buffalo coming out with the victory. Squeakily, tiny. And I think that's going to show how good the damn Dolphins really are this year. I think we're going to lose by 1 point. I think it's going to be an end of the moment random fumble from a running back or a receiver on a game-winning play. And it's like pop ball out, game over. I think that's the wild shit that's going to happen with that one. 3-1. I think that's how we start the season off. After that, we got the Giants. Again, I was telling y'all, Daniel Jones has not thrown more touchdowns than games he's played. It's not gonna beat us. We are one of the best run stopping D lines in the league. You try to run the ball all game, we gonna spank that ass. And I feel like that's what's gonna happen anyway. I got us beating the Giants. I quick one. We just gonna hover over the Panthers. I like Bryce Young. I really do. I like C.J. Stroud too. Um, but I don't see none of these young quarterbacks beating the Dolphins. So any young QBs we got on here, just know they getting the L. Okay, I don't think they beating us. So I had the Panthers losing. I have them playing the Eagles after that. I think that game is hella strong, hella convincing. Is that a Sunday night game? It looks like it. I think that game of the year, I think the Dolphins pull it off. I'm lying to myself. I think the Eagles win that game. I think the Eagles pull it off. Jalen Hurts just got that it factor that a lot of people don't. Yeah, I think the Eagles pull that one off. I think that gets us to 5-2 on the year. We play the Patriots. I think we sweep the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots beat us. Um, and then heading into week 9, we playing the Chiefs in Germany. I don't know how much that's supposed to mean for home field, whatever, but we're not at Arrowhead. That's the best part about this. Second part about this, nobody has home field advantage. Third part about this, we have the lesser of the two quarterbacks. Fourth, we have the lesser of the two coaches. Fifth, we have the better of the two weapons. My question is, will Chris Jones be back? My question is, will Andy Reid still be calling plays, or will the new OC be calling plays? My question is, how will the Dolphins look before this? My question is, will Detroit actually upset Kansas City in week 1? And how will that game look? It's a lot of questions going into this one. But I got Kansas City winning this one. I got us going 6-3 into the bye week. And then we come out of the bye week, November 19th. I think we see the installation of Jalen Ramsey. I think we get Jalen Ramsey on Devontae Adams. And I think he locks him down. Why? Because Jimmy Garoppolo can't throw the ball 7-3, heading into next week, going into the Jets, Black Friday, 3 o'clock. I think we lose. I think we lose the first one against the Jets because it's in New York. It's hard to play in New York. It's terrifying playing in New York. It's tough. It's hard. I think they pull it off. I think it's gonna be a really good game though. I think it's gonna be close. But on a short turnaround from I see from November 19th to November 24th, that's a quick turnaround. That's a lot. I don't think we pulled that one off. After that we got the Commanders. Wait. I think this might be the easiest December we done had in a while. December goes Commanders, Titans, Jets, Cowboys, Ravens, Bills. I lied. That shit is treacherous. I like us beating the Commanders. I don't think we lose to the Commanders. Commanders should be a convincing W's. The Titans should be another convincing W's. I don't think we lose to the Titans. But then it get interesting. We got the Jets 2 days before my birthday, December 17th. In Miami, we on a roll right now. I think we stay on the roll. I think Tua is at the peak. I think Tua is on fire. I think we're now right here at that point when we beat the Jets. We're going to be sitting at 10-4, convincingly trying to fight for the AFC East. Convincingly, at this point, I think we're convincingly trying to fight for the AFC East. We go and we play the Cowgirls. I think we beat the Cowgirls. I think we make short work of the Cowgirls. I think Dak is falling off this year. I think the addition of Trey Lance with Cooper Rush behind him, I think that Dak is going to be on a short leash, man. I only think he got a year or two on his contract. So I think Dak is on a really short leash when it comes to quarterback play. And I don't think they get the job done here on Christmas Eve. I like us to take that victory. And it's in Miami. Beautiful. This game, the Dolphins at Baltimore. Our biggest problem is offenses that have a good offense and a good quarterback, a good running quarterback. So when it comes to this one right here, that Dolphins Ravens game, yes, we have won the last 2 years. The 2 years ago we won by just brutal defense, beating up Lamar, not letting him get nowhere. Last year we won off of Tua's arm. Tua threw 6 touchdowns. I'm not sure how many yards it was. I think it was like 378 or something like that. Let me see. I want to see now. Tua stats. Okay. Okay. My bad, Tua. I ain't disrespecting you no more. He threw for 627 yards and 6 touchdowns that game. Beautiful game by Tua. Depending on how the Ravens look and how the Dolphins look, all health to the side. I think the Dolphins take this one. I think we go to 12-4 into the season, into the season ender, January 7th. This game will be a primetime game. I'm telling you now, this will be for the AFC East title. I think the Bills are going to be 12-4. I think the Dolphins are going to be 12-4. This game right here will determine two things. The number 2 seed in the AFC East. I'm telling you that now. This game determines it. The Dolphins win it. Champions AFC East for the first time in almost a decade. AFC East champions, 13-4. All health, just rolling the second half of the season. I think we have the best December we've ever had. And I really, really, truly believe the Dolphins can pull off a remarkable upset of a few teams this year. We might beat Kansas City. We might beat Philly. We might sweep the Jets, and they might not get one. Who's the other team I said we were going to lose to? The Bills. At the beginning of the season, we might say fuck the code and beat the Bills at the beginning of the season. We never know what's going to happen. These are all predictions, of how I think the season will play out. None of this is set in stone. None of it's. I'm not perfect, but I will be back at the end of this year to see what happens with all of this. And we will recoup next week on Tuesday. Live stream start at 10 o'clock. We will be going over my pick'ems for the week of the teams that I picked, of who I think is going to win. And I'm going to keep track of what my record is over the span of the NFL season. So, with that being said, you guys, I appreciate everybody that checked into the video. I appreciate everybody that liked the video. Sub to the channel if you can. And let's go ahead and get some major picks. I mean, some major stuff going on this channel. Because I really, really, really want to get more into the reaction side of things and make my own personal content to where I'm more tailoring me talking to you guys and you guys giving me feedback. I kind of like this just setting so I could talk about things that I like and do things that I like to do. So there'll be a lot more content. We'll have UFC content, Dolphins content. I still will be posting video game content. And yeah, man, I appreciate it, everybody. Check out. Peace. Tell somebody you love them, man.